Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we got an awesome video showing you how to install an optic on your Ruger RXM with help from our friends at Gideon Optics. Let's check it out. This video is proudly sponsored by Anderson Manufacturing. If you have ever wondered on building your own AR-15, Anderson Manufacturing is where it's at. With their affordable, low receivers, or if you want to buy a tricked out AR-15 like the Anderson Frontline, which we proudly showed here on the channel, they got you covered. They are an American-made business right in Hebron, Kentucky, built in the US, great customer service, and they have a quality product. If you want to get into AR-15 building or just get into AR-15s, Anderson is where you want to go. Thank you, Anderson Manufacturing, for sponsoring today's video. Alright guys, welcome back. If you hear an AC in the background, it's getting hot in the office, so hopefully the audio will kind of subside. But today, big shout out to my friends at Gideon Optics. If you use code JOJUICE, you're going to save yourself a little bit of money and get free shipping, so check them out. We're going to have a full review on this. This is the Storm Optic. This is run off of a Delta Point Pro footprint, but the good thing about the RXM is that since it has a modular optic system, it can take the DDP footprint. This is a green dot, takes a side mount 1632 battery, and obviously it has the auto on shake wake feature, which should be industry standard with a competition size window. It is a green dot. 6 MOA dot. This is going to be pretty sweet. We're going to be making like a rolling special out of the RXM, so I'm super excited. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to pretty much install this optic. I'm super pumped that we got a Storm in. When this came out, I was like, yep, I need this in my life. So a couple things you're going to need. You're going to need to obviously get your case that the RXM came with and get your location pins for your optic. This gun has been safety checked, so there's no magazine in the magwell and there's nothing in the chamber. So we're going to use that. We're going to need some Torx bits, and we're going to be using a fat wrench in inch pounds from Wheeler Tools. And we're going to be using, I know I always say use red Loctite, but for right now we're going to use blue Loctite. Still, it's going to do the same thing. Most people would say use red Loctite on optics, but for this particular instance, we're just going to use red. So we're going to use blue, sorry. So I'm going to get all my tools set up. We're going to show you how to quickly install this. Super simple, and I'm excited about this video. Make sure you're doing me a favor and smash the like button, comment down below. Also, big shout out to Anderson Manufacturing for sponsoring today's video. Guys, so like I said, this gun is unloaded and clear. So for YouTube purposes, please don't think I'm playing a gun. I do not have my T10 Torx bits to put in the fat wrench from Wheeler Tools, but 10-inch pounds, really easy to get the 10-inch pound, guys. I'm going to show you a quick way to do it. But this video is just going to be showing you how to, actually, what we're going to do, we're going to make sure it's clear. We're just going to unlock the slide. Alright, we got that. Take the recoil spring out. Take the barrel out. Alright, so now what we're going to do, good thing about Gideon Optics is they always include an Allen wrench, which 99.9% of the time I'm guessing it's going to be a T10 Torx bit. So we're going to unscrew the optic plate. And these are in there pretty tightly. God damn. Ruger is not joking around with these optics plates. Okay, so we're going to pop that off. So this is what I do with all of my optics. I take the bag. One of the bags comes in the thing. Now, since this is only made for a Delta Point Pro footprint, I'm not going to be putting this optic on anything other than my RXM, just because that's what, you know, I have. So we're going to get our location pins out, which is going to be super simple. And I had to check out the owner's manual to make sure that I was putting them in the right spot. Now, when you get your Gideon Optics Storm, just look at that. Look how sexy that is. Just dead sexy. So, I like the fact that this is a large window too. So, if I wanted to run this in USPSA, or if I wanted to just, this gun, I've shot this a little bit. I've already considered putting it in my carry rotation. I like the trigger. I'm going to be having a video coming out on the RXM of it pretty much going against what started it all for Ruger, the Ruger P85, so be on the lookout for that. But from shooting it, I like the trigger. It's very, very comfortable to shoot. And the good thing about Gideon Optics, they give you a Picatinny rail mount. So if you want to put it on a 1913 pick rail, you can. Alright, so we're going to pop those screws out. Make sure that it's on. Oh, yes, that is a beautiful optic. Just look at that. I don't know how well the camera's going to show it. Let's see, is it going to show it? Look at that. Look at that. Okay, you kind of saw it. Hold on. There you go. Green dot. This is going to be sexy. Alright, so you want to put your location pins. There's going to be a series of holes, which I'm going to show you guys in a second. Kind of dead air for a second because I gotta focus, make sure I get these location pins in. And since this is modular, I don't need to put a plate on there, which is also good. This last location pin is being kind of a pain in the buttocks. Alright, so just make sure. Alright, cool. So when you're looking at your RXM, okay, make sure. There we go. So when you're looking at your RXM, you want the you're gonna have 4 location pins. When you're putting your location pins in, especially for the delta point pattern, you're gonna need all 4 location pins here, 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 and here. Now, if you were to put an RMR footprint on, the farthest holes in the front are the ones you're gonna need. There's 4 holes in the front. You want to use the 2 inner holes for your delta point pattern, especially with a Gideon Optics Storm. So we're gonna place that on here. As you can see, it is a flush mounted optic. Look how sexy that looks. Hopefully the lighting is working out, guys. I'm fighting the light as I'm filming this as I get home from work, and it's like 6 something at night. Thank God Florida, it's a sunshine state. So I'm gonna sit like that. We're gonna take our blue Loctite. Now these screws already come with some Loctite on it, but I like these glue sticks here. You can get them, you know, at Brownells or Midway or wherever you get your stuff. I've had this same tube for like 5 years and I'm still going strong. So let's just put a little bit extra Loctite on there for the threads. Pop those in there. And then we're going to take our T10 Torx bit. Now again, if you guys are going to torque this down to 10 inch-pounds, I'm going to show you a quick way to know that, okay, my screws are at 10 inch-pounds. Very, very simple. Alright, so you have them hand tight. Now, 10 inch-pounds is really not that much, so I always kind of pop it in and go a quick quarter 1, 2, and then a quick to double check. There you go. And there you go. So that's as simple as possible. You don't want to go too tight because you'll over torque it and strip out the screws, and that's not fun. As you can see, it's good like that. Let's get up top and close this video out. Well, I'm just gonna say this right now. This Gideon Storm on the Ruger RXM, that looks dead sexy. Alright, green dot, 6 MOA dot, competition style reticle. Oh my god, this is perfect. Getting this together is just, it's sexy. Absolutely love it. Guys, check out Gideon Optics if you want to do me a favor and use that super secret discount code and save some money and some free shipping over at GideonOptics.com. These things are coming in under I think they're under 300 Republic credits, so that's always good. But guys, the Gideon Optics Storm, we're gonna have a full review out on this soon. And guys, thank you so much for watching. We're gonna close the video out. Stay safe, stay shooting. Peace.